Kroll, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. This is our summer 2026 8-week course for TECM 4180 Advanced TECM. Our course will last June 1st through July 24th. This is our kickoff video, so let's get started and take a look at the course. Here we have our homepage. Our homepage will not change throughout the semester, so you can rely on this page to find all of my contact information. And of course, along the left-hand side, you can toggle through the various buttons of our course for announcements and assignments, grades, modules, others in the class, so on and so forth. So here on the beginning page, homepage, we have Let's Connect, different ways to reach out and to me. So here we have our professor bio. We do have a class group me, so go ahead and join this group me if you have any questions, want to keep up with the course. It's a great way to stay connected with each other and to me in this course. Next, you can find my email, video conferencing link. This is where we will meet for office hours if you would like to meet, as well as my LinkedIn and Instagram page. So I'm sure at this point you're very familiar with Canvas modules, so let's head on over and look at how these are organized. First, you'll find your welcome module. Please work through these systematically, one by one, and as you complete each item in the welcome module, note that it is required that you mark that done. This signifies to me that you have indeed read each item here in the welcome module. To do that, when you're inside of the page, if you're on a computer, you'll see down here at the bottom, you can click done, and if you're on your device, you might have to move around a little bit, but you will find that mark done button, and that will give you permission to move on through the welcome module. All right, let's move on to module 1. So as I mentioned, this is an 8-week course. Now, a traditional in-person course is typically 16 weeks. So if you can do the math, we are basically doing 2 weeks of in-class instruction in 1 week this summer. So it's going to be a lot of work, but it's exciting and it's worth it because you're still earning a full 3 hours of course credit this summer. So week 1 is June 1st through the 7th. These are organized Monday through Sunday. Now, most of your assignments you will notice are due Wednesday, Friday, and or Sunday. So that will help you kind of stay in touch and knowing when you have assignments due. Now back to the organization of this module. First, we have module 1, resources and readings. We'll have our videos. So every week you will find our playbook video. This is about your assignments, kind of that housekeeping, what we're doing for the week. And then sometimes you will find our grind video. This is actual kind of lecture and content and more about advanced tech writing. I'm going to pop back out of the module. The next thing you'll find are our readings. So some of these are downloads, PDFs, they could be online videos. Those videos, other than mine, typically do have a PDF, so if you prefer to read, those will be available for you. So this is where we're going to do the learning. Remember, it's a student-led learning course. So while I'm here to do teaching and guide you, a lot of online course is your own learning. So make sure you are responsible for going through these readings so that you are capturing the content and doing the learning of a course. We have a few more resources here about content this week, as well as a PowerPoint lecture for you. We're moving into our major assignment number 1, so you can find out more about that here, as well as 2 other resources. All right, so as I mentioned, the first part of the organization of the module is readings and resources. The second part of this module is assignments and discussion boards. So you will see here what we have in week 1. The first one, of course, we can just get to know each other, figure out where everybody's working from this summer, what are some of your hobbies, and what do you look forward to learning in this course. Then we have some critical thinking posts. We're going to make sure that everyone is connected to LinkedIn Learning. We are going to go ahead and jump into that writing assignment number 1. And so as you can see, you have a various due dates throughout the semester, but again, most of them are due Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and don't put them off. We have a lot of content and a lot of material to get through. Now, once you've made it through module 1, you will go into module 2, the second week of our course, June 8th through 14th. All right, guys, so this is just our kickoff, just our brief overview video. So we have talked about the modules, the organization. Let's see. One thing I do want to caution students against is simply trying to go by only this to-do list that you find in your homepage and that you might view from your phone if you're using your phone. If I simply go by this to-do list, I'm going to be lost. I'm not going to understand what's going on. I'm not going to get the content. You simply can't find out enough about this course and do the learning to be successful if you only do the to-do section. So make sure you go through your module, whether that's on your device, on your computer, whatever works for you, and work each of these items so that you can keep up with course material. All right, other ways to be successful in this course. Always check the rubric. So every assignment should have a rubric so you can make sure that you have met the criteria for each assignment. That will help you be successful. And of course, if you have any questions, reach out to me, ask questions, hit me up on GroupMe, email me, make a video appointment. I want to help you be successful this summer. We have a lot to learn and a lot to do in only 8 weeks, but hopefully you will enjoy this course. The framework is both critical thinking and advanced TECM, so those two will come to an intersection, and that is really the crux of the course. Again, it's nice to meet you. I'll see you soon.